undefeated teams left, right? And the fucking 49ers.
Where did they come from?
Well, because they. All right. So big thing when you play Pittsburgh. You know what you want to do is you want to do what I always want to do when I play Pat in Madden. In Madden, I want to break Ben Roethlisberger's heart. Like I just want to be like, you know what? You're dead. You're dead. Your heart stopped beating. Like we all seen that glitch in that. You're just like, heart stopped beating. Like you're like, what the hell? Back to like 05.
Stopped.
But the guy who had a bruised ankle
in the current Madden.
Yes.
It happened to Rob.
The one guy, the one he banged out Brett Favre. I had the backup in. See after the game, he bruised the knee. Like legit.
Play through that.
No. 3 or 4 Madden, so you're like, no, he's gone.
Well, quarterbacks nowadays are much tougher than they were then. They take heavier hits.
But yeah, basically what they did in that game to beat the Steelers, which was the only team that had any threat to beat them this year, was the Pittsburgh Steelers with Big Ben Roethlisberger, and they screwed Big Ben because he hit the handle of the helmet and ultimately was out of the game with the elbow injury.
Yep.
But
that is killer to the Steelers. And not only that, last week Mason Rudolph happens. It's a serious injury.
Yeah. And then they.
I don't feel bad for him though. He was playing pretty well.
Yeah. He torched the fucking Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, it's not impressive because it's the Cincinnati Bengals. You're basically playing, cherry. You're not
Actually had a win this year.
Which I'm not actually surprised with.
I don't think they had a win at all last year.
Oh, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Shit.
They were losing by double digits.
Wow.
It was bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Well, you do have a new coach.
True. And actually, one of our high student classes, coaching.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, Tyler Drop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he actually kind of interesting. They were out of college. They decided to coach.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of also the same person that decided to, hey, you know what? I have a big butt. I'm going to decide to go strip for a morning. Because that's what I had on Instagram this morning. Well, she just.
Hill District's always watching. Although they did have a hack recently.
What, Cherry Hill?
Oh, yeah. Big one. All the servers were down.
Seriously? Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, hell, all the emails were down and everything. Emails were down. Couldn't log into anything. Yeah. It was bad.
That's really bad. Yeah.
They down like a week.
But also, too, we can also go into the discussion of how, basically, our school we graduated from, basically, that school went downhill real fucking fast.
Oh, yeah.
Especially that was, like, the worst, where they had, like, 3 bomb threats. A car drive through the school.
I remember hearing about that. Adina,
any of your siblings, because what you had, at that point you had Adina.
Yep.
And
she was there at the time, and
was Zach? Zach was a freshman, I think, right?
He spent 2 years. I don't think there was a whole lot there, but when Adina came in, there was a car, and then was the bomb threat. Like, come on. Did these kids not have middle school video games?
Yeah, video games. Let's walk over
Watch TV.
Basically,
that's all we did.
That's all we did.
Now,
walk over the pads. Walk over to play flag football on the in the spring.
Yep.
Starts and people just they take everything for whatever they have in Cherry Hill School District. They just take everything for granted at that point. Yep. You're just like whatever. You shake it off and you move on, but you're just lucky you didn't go to like the Collingswood high schools and stuff like that. Because my friends that told the stories too at work and stuff. They went to Collingswood and stuff like that, and they're like, Collingswood is like completely different from that. Like you gotta like band together because if you don't, you're gonna get beaten up by someone.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Well, yeah. But in Cherry Hill East, you got elitism where you got the people that just like pick
It's got
on.
different clicks.
Yeah, you got those people that just want to talk you down from a fight, like the pussies like Matt Lynch and all that. Yeah, shout out to that guy. I don't know if he's still alive, but that guy.
Didn't help in middle school though, that's for sure.
That guy was a bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was just not. One of those people that just was like, inappropriate touching at all the wrong moments. Just like, I want to punch you. Guess what? I already did. So,
and I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, 6th grade, up against the wall, just punching him, just throwing him. Dude was a bitch. All right, well, since we got that background off our chest right now, all right, well, we can go into let's go into some games and all that, but let's go into some Batman, because that's something that me and you both really, really grew up on. I know you were a big fan of the Batman Arkham Saga.
I really did enjoy those games.
Yeah, those games were probably some of the best games you'll ever play as the Cape Crusader. Come out of each saga of Spider-Man and Batman. But I think the last good one of Batman was actually the I think it was Xbox, the original Xbox, and it had Batman Begins.
Wow. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's dating it back.
That took a while before the Arkham games came out.
That was like way back before, and that was pixel per pixel snapshot of the movie. But on the PlayStation 2, I think. 2, Xbox One, so it was probably PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 was the
early home consoles compared to now.
Yeah, those Arkham games were just next level. Don't fuck with us kind of games. Especially Arkham Asylum just took the ground and just ran with it.
It was groundbreaking. It was. That game was just so dark and so collectibles, but you just proceed through the story.
Yeah.
And you encountering different villains and going into different buildings of the asylum kind of brought home how demented some of these characters truly are, like the Joker.
Yeah. Especially, I think, what was it? Who was the? Definitely. You know what I saw? All right, let me set the ground. Last night I was laying in bed. I was basically one of these times where I just couldn't sleep at night because I was just like, whatever. I'll go on my tablet and I'll look something up. I look up on my Facebook timeline. Well, I'm on all the video game. I was on the video game one late at night. Was one of the greatest hits of the Scarecrow Nightmares.
Oh boy.
From the Arkham series.
Oh boy. Those were
fucking Arkham Asylum.
What I was supposed to do. And then you see him just kind of show up.
Yeah.
On the sides and what the fuck.
But it was also with the fact of you always got to point out the seminal parts of these games, especially when you open the first one, Dad actually has been said, and then you have him, and you're just like, oh shit, and then everything just breaks apart. You're into this another chaotic moment that ironically is point and just says a lot about the character of the Scarecrow.
And I like that through the series, Arkham Asylum, City, Night, they kept with those nightmarish pieces when you're encountering the Scarecrow. Arkham City, they just made it bigger. And then Arkham Knight, they went to a whole nother level with those.
Oh, yeah. Arkham Knight was...
I like being able to go throughout Gotham.
It was an iconic game, Arkham Knight. It just... it set everything. It just took everything from both series. It took the darkness from Asylum, and then it took the open world of City, which everyone loved. I mean, I definitely loved. And I know you loved too.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, we all played that kind of concept of in our video games. You know, you just
I was that idiot that went around finding everything, including all the Riddler stuff.
Oh yeah, that you're disgusting. I absolutely hate this kid because of the fact that he actually did that. He actually went around.
I did it once in Arkham Asylum, and then I figured, all right, I did it in a previous. Might as well do it in the next one.
Yeah, and he did in City, which is disgusting because
I did it in Night as well.
Oh fuck!
It took me a while. I stopped and started again, but I did it.
Yeah, you just gotta be able to take the cool from the bad at this point with this kid. Yeah, this Arkham Knight was just like one of those games because I'm not gonna lie, I did do the joke. The only time I did all the Joker challenges was in Arkham. It was in Arkham City. I did so much that I just fell into. Oh, hey, here's another one. Let me
Let's
just
go do it.
figure this out. Or I YouTubed it and then figured it out.
Oh, look, let's go do it and keep going. Oh, look, there's another one.
Although, in what was
With Man-Bat
yeah,
flying around in the air.
Yeah,
you can tackle him. That's the next part of the sequence. But you have to start the mission by visiting the lab first.
Yeah, that was awesome. I love that, but I also hated that because I would just get grabbed outside for no reason.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He was just flying around. If you're not careful, you're gonna find him.
But then, like I would just fly around, and I'm like, all right, yeah, I see him. He's like, Rick, love me. I'm gonna tackle this motherfucker. I'm gonna get this shit done. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Because
the one that I found the most annoying was Firefly. Because when you're driving around, you're chasing him. You gotta follow him around and then attach the winch to him.
Yeah. And
then continue to drive to make sure that it doesn't come down. So you pull him down and get a hit on him.
Yeah,
I had a trio, but shit, that was it. I would have captured him. But for whatever reason, I either lost him because he would make a turn, but I couldn't make that turn fast enough, or I would get him and then he would break the line and zip away. Yeah,
it's true. That was insane. Actually, the villains in Arkham Knight, they chose them very well.
They had a lot of them, which I like.
Yeah,
they were gonna bring everything together.
Arkham City was really, really cool though. With you got Freeze and all them, and Freeze and
Strange was in there too.
Strange ultimately killed Strange at the end. Wasn't it the end?
Does he die? I didn't think Strange died. You beat him.
Strange didn't die?
I didn't think so. I'll have to look back on that.
I haven't played that in such a long time. I thought it was. I thought he died, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure right now. But I think
I know there was a lot of explosions.
Yeah, there was a lot of explosions,
but I don't remember if he died or not.
Yeah, but
I stopped playing that game when Arkham Origins came out. Warner Brothers.
Yeah, well, man. The debacle that was Arkham Origins. Oof. Jesus Christ. What were they smoking to make that game? I just want to know.
They wanted to continue it. You gotta make money.
Yeah, I know you gotta make money, but you gotta make a quality game too.
Rocksteady wanted to break, and they knew that the Arkham series was a gold mine. They were making a lot of money from it, and they wanted to continue it. Yeah. Fans were hoping for another one, so they did Origins, which was a step back from Asylum. Story-wise, it was a prequel, but it was laid with bugs and glitches at launch.
Yeah, dude, don't you just love how, when they make a prequel, that they just are like, all right, here's a bunch of advanced weapons that you didn't have in the first game. Why would you give me all of this fucking shit when I couldn't even, pull the hair out of a kitty cat on Asylum? I mean, come on, people. We're not doing these
True.
We're not doing what that was the game of the electromagnetic stuff, and
Oh yeah.
you're like, what the fuck?
I think they were
That
trying to go with
handy.
they wanted to. That game was, which is why the police were against him in that game too, because they thought he was just a vigilante taking matters into his own hands. But at the end, obviously, he's trying to help. But that's why he had some of the more advanced stuff. He had easier radio out. He could radio. No one could radio in. He had whatever he had on him, which was basic stuff, and he made whatever he could with what was laying around.
For sure, yeah. You got, that game. I mean, you played more Origins than I did. I mean, I didn't even beat the campaign in Origins. It was just so terrible.
I beat it.
Just
It leads you right into Asylum, though. The ending goes, now you can go right into Asylum, and you're not going to miss a thing.
Yeah. Which
Mark Hamill was missed in that game. Mark Hamill did not voice Joker in that one. That was the one game he didn't do it. Although the guy that did have voice, the guy that did voice Joker was pretty close to Mark Hamill's version, though. He emulated that voice.
He did
rather well,
and he got. I think if I'm remembering this right, he got some hate mail because of that. Because he tried to. They said I think he was trying to make.
He was trying to
emulate what.
Because if you try to compete, you're making a new version of the Joker that doesn't fit with everything else. Because Mark Hamill didn't come back and do it again for Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to. Hamill didn't want to do it, but they needed somebody to be Joker because they got to establish too as an insane psychopath.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So they wanted to have somebody who could be close to what Mark Hamill was, so that they can go, well, Origins is the prequel to Asylum, and when you get to Asylum, he's been driven a bit further insane. So that's why you have that real slight change in vocal pattern and speech.
Oh, yeah. The thing with the Joker, like, I mean, in Arkham City, he just had those points where you're just like, all right, well, this guy's insane. You had those legitimate points where he was just like, all right, this guy's actually
at this point he doesn't care.
Insane.
He just wants to watch the world burn.
Yeah, and Mark Hamill really did pay a lot of attention to the Joker, the Batman sagas, and and all that. So
Hamill was still able to make the character his own, like he did in the animated series.
Yeah, which is why you watch those animated series, and the very I guess complained about Killing Joke was the most complained movie out of the recent ones, but that was just because they kind of messed up the one character, which is Harvey Gordon, aka Batgirl.
Oh, they wanted to follow the comics, and they missed a little.
But yeah, they implied that they had sex, but the comics did imply that they had sex, but I mean they just didn't come out and say it like the movie did.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to keep, I guess they were just trying to keep it, real, but to be honest,
if you're gonna follow.
But you never saw The Killing Joke, right?
No, I never did.
That's when you thought Mark Hamill went insane during the Arkham Asylum and Arkham City games. No, he did not. He did not. He went further. He took it above and beyond of what was expected of him in those movies. Basically, what happened was, at one point, he just makes this like Batman comes to rescue. It was Batman actually. He somehow captures Batman, puts him into a roller coaster type ride, and just visually tortures him. To saying this happened, this is what I did, and then at the end, it's like, this is what I did to Barbara. And basically, what was the other part of Barbara's story, the reason she was paralyzed was that she was beaten and raped by Joker, and really, really, really happy with that kind of like ending. Because all Batman and Joker did at the end of the Killing Joke was just shake hands and we left.
That's anticlimactic.
It's very, it was very.
You set up a whole Batman versus Joker,
and just tortured Batman to the point of where he was just like, I just don't want any part of you right now. And that's where your kind of like stuff comes in, like where people just don't like that. I mean, I get that, but I mean that's like
makes the role is
great.
Crazy. And that's what's so unique about the role of Joker in film and in TV.
And in game.
No two actors are going to play this character the same.
No.
Other characters, you can see how it would be actors who play similar. Batman could be one character. Commissioner Gordon, that person the guy who wants justice and believes in the law and all that.
Yeah.
There's similarities between two or three people that would play it. But a role like the Joker, you could look at 3 or 4 different versions. You can look at Heath Ledger's, Jared Leto, Joaquin Phoenix, and even Jack Nicholson, going back a little bit.
Yeah.
Each version is completely different because the actor made it his own, and that's what's interesting to watch, even in a Joker solo film.
The original Joker in the
that series with Adam West.
Yeah, with Adam West. I forget.
I don't remember his name,
but he was so great. I mean, he was great to
that was another version.
Batman, like you're not going to escape this, and that had like the power symbols and all that. That's back in the day, but I mean, still, like you can still like to a point. You saw him. He's comedy.
Right.
He was comedic Joker. Jack Nicholson. Over the years, the Joker just got more and more serious, which led up to your Heath Ledger. Let me lock myself in a hotel room for about 9 months, something like that.
Something like that.
It was almost a year of him just being isolated by himself, writing down everything, doing his own makeup, doing his laugh, practicing his laugh. Because even like Joaquin Phoenix even said that he invited like the guy, director of the movie over because he said, I'm gonna have to do this laugh in front of him.
Just keep doing it. Yeah.
But that's how Heath Ledger got his laugh, and I mean, how diabolical, how dynamic was that laugh on that screen? Because I know he went to the
Deathly Silent Theater.
Yeah,
everyone's just watching, almost terrified because of the way he was laughing, and that's just that version of the Joker was just a psychotic, completely insane chaos, and it was crazy.
You gotta give it up for Christopher Nolan for directing such a film because of the fact that he put the supporting cast in pieces in the first movie, and I'll tell you, Michael Caine delivered on that one.
Oh yeah.
For Alfred, and just was what
he was fantastic.
He was like, maybe Mr. Wayne, this is someone you don't fully understand. We went to the what was it, Africa, and we were trying to capture diamond thieves. And the bandit was actually just leaving the diamonds behind.
For the poor, yeah.
For the poor. So why steal them? Well, because Mr. Wayne, some people just want to watch the world. Holy shit! That's exactly what they were going. Yeah, you're like, that's what the Joker is, and when they didn't release any comic or book until after the movie came out. For
they wanted
Heath Ledger.
They wanted his version to stand alone. They didn't want to put anything that could possibly.
Because everyone's Joker, Jack Nicholson's Joker, had the comic was bam, right there. Everyone's Joker, right there. But with Heath Ledger, they took their time because they wanted his. That was
they couldn't follow up on it
because I 100% because they had a book done ready to be submitted, and they were just like,
then his performance,
we
and then he died,
we can't do it because nothing he gave us in writing was what he said on film. A fly. Because of the fact that, like, even Christian Bale, even Christian Bale said, like, him and Heath Ledger, like, him and Tom Hardy all, would fight each other for, like, I think he said, like, a 10-minute fight scene will last, like, 30 minutes or something like that. Wow. Because they would just, like, get so intense. Christian Bale's a very angry person too, by the way. But the trip. I mean, the role he went all in on roles, and so does Joaquin Phoenix, and that's why
this role ended up killing him.
Yeah, unfortunately, but
that's why when he was offered the role, he was scared to take it, but he took it anyway.
He wanted to do it,
but he had a super fear. He
just didn't go in, which is fine with the role, which he did with his body. He didn't do it with the mental state and stuff like what Heath Ledger went through. Because Heath Ledger actually scared himself. Did you ever read the Heath Ledger journal, whatever, leading up to the Joker?
No, I didn't read the journal, but I had heard a lot of things from various people about it.
Surrounding the journal.
Yeah.
Basically, the journal stated that he was at one point petrified of himself. He scared himself in the role, which is when he turned to, after he was done with the role, turned to sleeping aids, and then he mixed the sleeping aids with alcohol, which eventually led to his death because he slowed his heartbeat down enough that he wouldn't wake up. It's like to scare yourself into like even that laugh haunted him. But I mean, by the end of that journal, he was just like so into the role. So like you're just like.
By the time he was done his journal, that journal,
he was done with it.
He was the Joker. Yeah. There was no other way to describe it. He had lost touch with himself.
Yeah.
And he became really insane. And to become
that,
the Joker in real life is even scarier.
Yeah.
But it proves that anybody could become that.
I want to see him put that much into a role because not many. I was about to say not many actors will ever put anything into that role.
Go as far as that.
As far as that, not even close. Like back when Adam West was doing it, he dipped the pinky in there, but it wasn't like anything like.
Actors will go as far as they feel comfortable.
Yeah, and that guy, I mean, he went to uncomfortable levels to be able to deliver a performance of a lifetime.
And he won the Oscar for that performance, and he absolutely deserved it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, that was insane. But yeah, Arkham. What was it? We were on Arkham Knight. So
apparently, there's rumors that Warner Brothers is trying to get another Batman game out.
Yeah.
Most likely, you'll see what they decide to do because
if they set up a new.
They have to.
Saga. Yeah. Well,
I don't even know how they establish a new saga. I mean, what would you use that with?
Well, no. I mean, you could just set up an alternate universe or whatever.
So basically, start Batman all over again.
Start fresh, but I don't know if you would use the same. You just wouldn't.
The only problem is you did so well with Batman. Do you really want to do Batman again?
Yeah,
because you can take. You can follow it up with a Nightwing game because Nightwing did promise Batman that he would watch over Gotham as well as the other city that he was watching over. So you could do a game where you're including both cities into it, which actually could be kind of fun because you had some iconic villains
at that point, right? Which
I think you could
because like that was like a villain.
Well, yeah, the Arkham Knight became the Riddler if you played the DLC, and then he was kind of running around. You could have him show up, and you could have the Riddler maybe pop in. You could have Catwoman, Penguin. He's always around. Two-Face, Scarecrow. They could show up, but then you could have original villains for
really depicted very well in that game. Even from hell, like I was just like every time I face him, I was like, well, that took 2 seconds because it's Two-Face.
Yeah,
he's not going to fight you.
And in a snap, he'll go from passive to just aggressive and angry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that what was it? The one game. What was that? No, that was City, where he just I think you actually take him out as Catwoman in that one.
Yeah.
And you come down, you pounce on him, and then you take out all of his men. But while you're taking out his men, he wakes up, starts shooting everyone. So if you're smart like I did, I just hid underneath him and just banked all the way back up and just took him down.
Right.
The takedown. But you just gotta that one was
to play.
Yeah.
I liked playing as Catwoman in Arkham City. Because that was fun. It was a unique play style and different gadgets and the goggle element, but being it with the abilities that she has and how it's different from how you play as Batman, and even the riddles and trophies and stuff that
the Riddler
you have to get. Yeah. There are certain ones you have to get as Catwoman. Yeah. And the one thing I did like was if you find one, if you're playing as Batman and you find one for Catwoman, if you try to pick it up, it zaps you. And then Riddler will go, not for you. To just transition. Yeah. You already have it tagged on the map. You just wander right over to where it is and collect it.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Yeah. Arkham Knight was just, or Arkham series was just very dynamic,
very well put together.
Yeah. Probably one
hero video game sagas
to be
ever done in a video game.
Yeah. At least highest grossing at this point, probably.
Yeah. Because I don't think there's been a superhero game that spanned as many years, as many games as Arkham has, even though it was only 3 or 4 games, depending on if you count Origins.
Yeah. Yeah. But then you go into a lot of other video games. Like, we'll all go into different video games. We all go into the high. We're not talking about, if you're not talking about highest grossing video games out there, video game sagas, at least at this point, it would be Gears of War. Gears of War has been one of the best sagas to continually follow, especially with the campaign. We'll keep with the campaign kind of theme right now with the Arkham series. You got,
in every campaign, there's new innovations too. Yeah, Gears 5 has the open world stuff, which has never been done before.
Yeah,
and you can play as Jack for the first time.
Yeah, which I didn't mind.
I didn't mind to play as Jack.
Actually, did you follow Pat on we're not talking about our friend Epipanda. I think it's Epipanda99 on Twitch. Follow him. He's a fantastic Twitch pro. He actually put himself into a position now where he's getting subscriptions monthly.
Good for him.
I've actually been following him a lot on Twitch right now, and it's been great news, to be honest. I've talked to him about being on the podcast and stuff like that, help him and stuff like that. But he was just like, I really don't want.
He likes to do a lot of things on his own.
He's very busy. He's very busy right now with everything, especially with not on Thursday nights, well, especially on Thursday nights, because of the fact that he's got school. He's got school 2 days a week. And you're just like,
Schoolwork,
wow.
streaming.
Yeah.
That's all this time.
That's all your time. Like,
yeah.
that's basically it, you know? Yeah, he's been 100% on.
I've
The
seen him
one-
on a couple of times.
The one time I saw him was when he's like, "Hey, watch me do your spot." I actually fell asleep because I'm a drunk asshole. But that's a different story. I come back on. I'm like, oh crap. They just started the campaign, and then their guy that plays as Jack wasn't used to playing as Jack, and they, like,
Jack is a very weird character to play as.
Yeah, and they lost him a couple times.
Oh jeez.
And he was, and the second time they did Gears, and I was like, he linked the title very well. The first one was just like, let's not forget about what like Dom's sacrifice or whatever. You see how that actually hit Pat harder than anyone. But
I really did like Dom.
Oh yeah.
And maybe as a whole, because nobody saw it coming.
No.
Carmine, the two Carmines, you saw it coming.
Yeah.
Even the Carmine in this one, Gary Carmine from 4 somehow survived for a while.
Yeah.
But the new Carmine from 5,
yeah,
I had a feeling something was going to happen to her.
Yeah.
And then when it happened, I had been in the room. I just turned to him and I go, "There goes another Carmine."
that was insane. Like, you got, I don't think anyone. Like, there's no that where when they were like, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they switch
Next one, and we still don't. There's still a lot of questions that have been left open.
But Mark, and you still got Mark is a big part of the game. Hey, that's
Always going to be a big part.
The
coalition came out and said that Baird, Cole, and Marcus, they're pretty much untouchable.
Yeah.
At this point, they're not gonna die.
Yeah.
Foz could end up dead. Another character could end up dead. Hell, Jin could end up dead. But
sure,
they said they're not gonna touch. They're not gonna let Marcus, Baird, or Cole get killed. Especially now that Dom was gone.
Okay.
But if Dom was still alive, then maybe one of them could be sacrificed for that emotional investment into the story. But now there's only 3 members of that team left, because Anya also took, with Anya gone, Dom gone, they're not going to touch the other 3 because they're the last remaining members of Delta Squad.
Yeah. You got some great people, great characters, great build up.
The only thing I didn't like from the story was that choice at the end.
Yeah.
I felt that it was almost like a cop-out. I mean,
yeah.
I like the fact that they had 2 different story endings for it, but I would have loved it because when it comes time for Gears 6, what are they going to do? 2 different stories based on who you picked?
Yeah.
Or are they just going to go, well, this character's death is canon, so we're just going to go with that.
Sure.
And if there is one character's death that's canon, whose is it? What was the choice?
It was Dom's. There's always in 5? Yeah. Then
Dom was going to die anyway. There was no choice on that. No, but the choice.
No, Dom had a choice.
Yeah, but you didn't have a choice though.
No. I understand where you're going with this. Is that you actually had the choice of
who you were going to save and who you weren't.
Yeah.
And the end of 5 of those 2, whose death was canon, which they'll move forward with, and whose wasn't.
Yeah.
Just to satisfy other people who maybe preferred one character to live over the other.
Yeah, that's very true. You got
because on one hand,
I'm still there.
On one hand, Dell's death was impactful for Kate because he's been with her the entire time and the only support for her. Whereas JD, it seems more of an emotional attachment, even though he betrayed her, came back and forth. So who knows at this point what the canon will be? I'm very interested to see what will come of that. Though it feels that JD may have been the canon to not say, just based on the way Foz, Marcus, Baird, and Cole reacted. It seems like they took more time in developing the reaction, the story. Their interactions seem to impact the story and others more so than anyone else. But we'll have to wait till Gears 6, whenever that'll be, and for whatever console that'll be, for us to get that final answer.
All right,
See, you've decided to return.
Oh yeah, you can make jokes. I'm fucking kidding. It's my podcast. I don't know why. Shit. I know me and you have just talked about the ending off screen because my fucking laptop was being a dick.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still being a dick to people on YouTube, but who cares at this point? But yeah, I mean, I care about my viewers, but let me see here.
How long have you had it? Let's put it that way.
Still got XTU or the Cat Country 103, 107.3 on my. I want to. I don't know where to get it. I don't
Best
know.
I usually just go to Best Buy just to look at the models they have before kind of figuring out what spec I want, hard drive size and that kind of stuff. And then I look around on like Amazon, Target, and some of the other places that'll sell them.
Well, yeah, because I know I was going to do it the one night, which I think it was me, you, and Rob. We were out at Best Buy. I wanted to do the $500 one, but
right.
I'm like, at this point, I'm gonna wait until Black Friday and see what I can get.
And then nothing happens.
Probably. I don't know. No, probably not with this. With it being the podcast being on here and stuff like that. So
yeah, couldn't you just migrate all the programs and stuff over to a new one?
What, to a new laptop?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hard drive, and I just want the specs to be able to back up what I need and stuff like that. I mean, I don't need
You're
that
not gonna find
terabyte.
any laptops with more than 8 gigabytes of RAM. You're gonna have to adjust that yourself.
Well, no, it's the hard drives now, and the one. Remember the one I was looking at Best Buy? We had it was a terabyte hard drive.
Right, I'm talking about the RAM.
Yeah, there's
replace the RAM on my laptop because
it's probably one of the problems with this laptop is that it doesn't have that much RAM.
Probably not 8 gigabytes, which is standard.
This was about what is that, freshman year? So what?
8 is still standard.
8 years ago.
And yet, even now, 8 gigabytes is running faster than I've ever seen it.
Yeah.
My only issue is icons, but that may be a developer issue, not a Windows issue. Still looking into that.
Yeah. That's one. Don't do Spotify on any laptop. On your browser and do it that way. Don't download the app. Don't do the Windows app. It fucks up your laptop because that's what was fucking. Instead of it opening up the podcast app, it opens.
Although with Windows 10, now they're kind of pushing everything, even programs like iTunes and stuff like, and all being pushed from the Microsoft Store, like the Apple update program that gets installed with it.
Yeah. Spotify's only my next venture for the podcast, and then after that would probably be Apple. Because it's Apple Podcast. I think it's Apple Music. I think it might be.
Putting it on the iTunes store.
On the iTunes store.
Not for podcasts on Apple. You just do.
Yeah, you've been doing vocal. Yeah, sure. Yeah,
you just keep doing what you've been doing. Well,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Go on. YouTube brings a lot of people.
Yeah, YouTubers have been pretty chill about everything. Drunken video game rants.
Oh, those are always fun.
So, actually, one of the first people that commented on YouTube was like this weird company. Like, shout out to that company, whoever you are. I don't know who you are, but definitely you guys rock for the fact that you were like the first ones to like be like, dude, you're doing a great job. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I don't need
need any more.
I don't need anyone else to comment. I got
And the
but,
last time they heard me on YouTube was, fuck you, you piece of shit, fucking sniper, you fucking. I'm not for you guys to listen to, but yeah, you know what? That happened. Whatever.
And yet they still comment.
Yeah, still they comment. So,
yeah,
that's great.
Gotta get your brand noticed somehow.
Well, yeah, drunkenly doing podcasts have probably my forte, with the fact of just doing it on the occasion. Like I was doing it because I was going on, like I would come home from work, from being a chef, and you just come home, you put your bag down, you get a shower, like, and then you're like, wait a second, I don't want to stream, I can just podcast instead. I'm gonna get drunk and do a podcast. You're like, I gotta stream.
Yeah, but
and then you come onto the podcast and you're like all fired up. You're like, all right, listen, you motherfuckers. Whoever drop down my fucking match, you're not cool, man. Don't I don't care if you want the M bar. That giant dick of yours is not going to. I'm like, I listen to. I always listen to my podcast after I do them. I'm like, that was a little far. All right, I'm probably
trying not to do it next time.
Yeah, let's try to be smart. Let's use our brain next time. And next time, this evil thing called
no progress made.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of progress made. Yeah, I don't have my drink until I get on live with the people that I speak with.
That can make a world of difference.
And it does, actually. I'm a lot more calmer when I'm not drunk. And I cursed. I was like, fuck this, fuck that, fuck them, this, fuck that. Fucking retard. Fucking person goes across the map. What the fuck are you doing over there, Josh? I'm like, oh shit.
Hey, no, that wasn't me. That was Rob.
No, it was both of you.
Was it really?
Yeah. No, it was both of you. I was just an engineer, and I had
yeah, I remember that.
I was actually pretty happy. I went across half the map with a repair tool that night. So
right, yeah.
The wave one. It was like wave one on like 31 or whatever. I was just like repair tooling people. I was just like,
yeah,
I'm an engineer. What do you fucking think I'm gonna do? Like,
yeah, I was just running in circles because I think I was a soldier, so I had that increased damage and everything. Yeah, so I was able to run around and be able to.
I think Rob was the scout. I think that was why we had problems.
Yeah, because Rob was collecting all the power because he got the bonus for collecting them in the same wave it's dropped.
Yeah,
and I was kind of staying down low, kind of in the middle of everything, because I had the increased damage.
Yeah, it's so much better when me and you were just like the people that have the damage because we're just 10 times better. Well, I'm probably only 2 times better than you right now, probably in New Year's.
You just have to get used to it.
I haven't been playing it a whole lot.
A lot of the mechanics though are very similar to Gears 2 Horde, because the whole fabricator thing. When you walk up to it, it doesn't automatically deposit your stuff anymore. And you don't have to, you actually can get away with not building any fortifications. I did that with the first match that I completed of Horde. We went almost 40 waves without building a thing before the engineer decided, all right, I'm building stuff, and just started building everything. Yeah, and one of the other nice things is
you actually save money that way too. It's true. You don't have to pay the those little. There's not a fee, but I mean, like there is.
You have to if your fortification gets destroyed, you do have to pay to bring it back. But even when you bring something in, and this is something new for Gears 5, there's no fabricator levels. You know how in Gears 4 you had level 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah.
And depends in this new version of Horde. If you have the money, you can upgrade it.
Yeah.
But when you bring something in, when you first build it, it's automatically a level 1. Doesn't matter what wave number you're at. Doesn't matter what level your character is at, or even your personal level. And it happened with me when I had to replace a sentry gun, or when I was putting a new one out in one of the horde matches that I completed as an engineer. It was wave 41, and I brought another sentry out. It was level 1. I had to upgrade it twice to get it to level 3 to match everything else, so that I could keep the damage consistent and be able to take out enemies as we continued into the hardest waves.
Yeah. You just look at any of the. Let's take a look back at all the hordes. You Gears 2. What?
Yeah, the shields.
The shields. That's it.
And then the Sires would kick him over, but he still had shields.
Okay, go fuck yourself, Sires. You're a piece of shit.
Those things were annoying.
Well, that's why you had multiple levels of shields and stuff like that.
True.
Each person.
They'll kick one over, they'll spout, and then gives you the chance to.
Each person, you brought the average down at that point because you weren't used to the game. You didn't have the game at that point.
That's true.
And
Gears. When we were playing Gears 2, I had gotten the triple pack. I ran through Gears 1 fast. Ran through Gears 2 with you as we did co-op, and then I just started playing Horde with you guys. I was still kind of new on it.
Yeah.
But once I got my footing, I started improving, and then Gears 3 came out shortly after.
I gave up on Gears 3 with
those perks and shit,
with cheats.
The arcade.
Yeah.
Although you have to admit, Pat trying to take on a Brumok with Instagip was very funny.
What was it? It was
you could go up to most of the bosses.
Oh yeah.
And you would Instagip them. The Berserker. Four of them would show up for the boss wave. You could punch each one and beat them, and take them out with Instagip.
Yeah.
But the Brumok, he couldn't. At the time, Pat didn't know. He ran up to it. What are you? Thank you. And stepped on it. Insta-death.
Well, yeah,
that was an Insta-kill. And we left, and you and I left him out there.
Yeah,
we didn't even try to bring him back. We went, we're not trying to get him.
Pat, did you just... Yes, I did.
You're going to stay dead until we get rid of this thing.
I'm not reviving you after that. I mean, like...
You can come back after the wave is over.
Yeah.
Which is, as is normal.
Yeah.
Plenty is Jack, though, and very interesting, because you don't get a lot of kills with him, because he's a support character. But you get a lot of assists, and there's an item that you can build with Jack, I believe, which is called a Forge. The interesting thing about the Forge is, with Jack, you can go and pick up weapons and bring them to your allies. But you can take these weapons, you pick it up, and if you have the Forge built, you can drop it in the Forge, and it takes these weapons, basically deconstructs them, and turns them into power that goes right into the fabricator.
Oh, that's
so
actually really...
If you're running low and there's like 20 weapons right in front of you because you decided to stay in your base and let everyone come to you, you can just keep picking up weapons, dropping them in the Forge, and end up with another 4,000 or 5,000 credits easy. Maybe, most likely more.
That's actually really cool.
Just by dropping weapons into the fabric, into the Forge that no one's going to use. And obviously, the rarer the weapon, the better. If you drop a cryo cannon or the vulture, you get even more.
Yeah.
But it'll take anything. It'll take grenades too.
That's pretty awesome. Actually, to be honest, that's some
grenades,
awesome shit.
Shotguns, sniper rifles, assault rifles.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Pistols. But you can only do it as Jack. Only Jack's able to do it. But it allows whoever's playing as Jack to help out.
Yeah, to help out a lot.
But you can still, revive. You can still use the little zapper thing that you add on during the story, during the campaign. He still has the zapper. I'm not sure about the personal perks though. I haven't played it as of yet, so I don't know about those.
No, I don't know.
But I know that the scout, the tank, and the soldier class of characters have those personal abilities, and those can save your life when you're on the higher waves.
Hands down, yeah, definitely.
I think I had the assault damage at level 8 of 10.
Yeah.
Wave 42, and I was still mowing them down because it adds another like 40% damage or 50% damage at that point per round.
Yeah, I mean the perks with
they're a nice addition, but you got to be strategic about it because they cost power.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and obviously the higher level, the more it costs.
Yeah,
but you also want to be able to deposit some into the fabricator so that your engineer can use it. And when you go to put it in, it's by increments of 1,000.
Yeah, it's like the the strike. What was it? Sniper strike in Gears 4.
Yeah,
where it would just come down and just be like, and just kill a bunch of people.
I was using that. I was trying to level up quickly when the Gilder Rom thing was going on, but I wasn't at a high enough level for sniper, and I wasn't at a high enough level with that particular skill for it to be effective.
Yeah.
With that, out of the 6 levels, you needed it to be at least level 3 or 4. This way, it targets at like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Every time you do it, and you're using it on wave 49, it takes out 7 or 8, and you can keep spamming it until you have like 4 or 5 enemies left, and then you can take them on your own.
Yeah.
The best thing to do with that is do it on Inconceivable or Insane if you don't have Inconceivable.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of experience from that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hands down.
And you always want to wait.
You always want to.
From what I was doing, what I found is wait like 5 seconds when you see those ribbons come up for double, triple, quad, multi. Give it a couple seconds, let the ribbons fade, do it again, so you can get the double, triple, quad, multi again.
Yeah.
Or whatever they call the file.
Yeah.
Again, because you get each one.
Yeah.
So the more you get, the better.
Yeah, exactly.
So you let it fade, you do it again, you get those ribbons again. So by the end of the wave, you should have probably 6 or 7 of each of those ribbons.
Yeah.
Which gives you a lot of XP.
It does. It really does. I mean, any time when you have that much XP going on, you're just
whatever on top of whatever you get for completing the wave on Insane or Inconceivable, and having your extra multipliers and shit going on.
The best is Unsavable, because I leveled up most of my classes in Gears 4 because I mean
you don't have to. You can actually get to Inconceivable for Horde and Escape in Gears 5 without having completed any of them already.
Yeah,
they don't have any of that there. I think you do have to finish campaign on Insane though for Inconceivable Insane.
Yeah,
I might be wrong, but they may have kept that. Otherwise, if you want to do Inconceivable on any of them, I think they call it Master now.
Yeah, they do. Kind of weird, but kind of fitting for me.
It's fitting for a lot of people. Yeah, but yeah.
Just be like Master Shaney. I like that. Inconceivable Shaney. That's kind of like weird. I don't know how I like that. Yeah, but yeah, you got those Gears 5. Gears 5, hell of a game. Campaign was just like you just said, very fun, out of this world kind of.
I love that open world area, and I liked having those side missions in there.
Yeah,
because they just kind of go, all right, these side missions are what's going on in the world while you're trying to figure out what the hell you're doing. You get to see kind of what other factions are doing. You're getting to see what happened to other people, like the last survivors in the second chapter.
Yeah.
Or the hives that you could find in the second chapter too. So it was very interesting.
It was very different from Gears 4, especially campaign.
Very different from any of them.
It just didn't. It had that feel. It had that feel. It definitely had. You can definitely tell that they took a risk making this game because of the fact that they had that open world concept.
Push the players in the direction you want to go, while still being able to explore what you're kind of riding through. Have some little stuff to collect and maybe and have some side missions thrown in there for like the side missions in Gears 5 to get Jack's ultimate abilities. Yeah, some of those are really good. Like the hijack one. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah,
that one's great. When the hijack ends, the enemy's head explodes. It's great. You don't even for like the drones and the grenadiers and the hunters and the elite hunters. When that happens, head explodes. They're done.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the pouncer and the stump and the warden, they'll explode and they'll cause some damage, but they're not going to die. But the smaller enemies, even the juvie and the trackers and the DDs, they're done. When that goes off, they're dead.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even have to worry about them coming after you after the hijack's over.
Yeah, 100%. The character build-up for that has been phenomenal. Like, they made that I shouldn't say seamless transition from Locust to Swarm. I mean, like, that was very easy for them. It wasn't very hard. Blackout, look at Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
In recent years, the story has just been
terrible,
awful.
And then what? Last year,
and Black Ops 4 didn't even have a story. It was just
2 years ago.
Here's some mission. Here's some operations you can do with each of the different characters. What kind of story is that? It doesn't tell me.
Yeah, it doesn't tell me.
Please, now go use it in the battle.
Yeah, like, if you're gonna still tell a story, like Siege didn't have like a true campaign, but I mean it had stories to tell.
Right, and Black Ops 4 tried to emulate that, but each operator didn't even have a story.
Yeah, exactly, and that was the downfall of that kind of like
multiplayer was just Black Ops 3 with different skin.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
they didn't innovate much.
No.
Excluding the whole battle royale mode, they didn't innovate the rest of the multiplayer at all.
Yeah,
it was the same thing repackaged.
Battle royale was terrible too, by the way.
Apparently, though, it was popular.
It was very popular. Yeah, it was.
Let's face it, that
was
the age of the battle royale. I mean,
yeah,
you had Apex, Fortnite, Battlefield got into it, Call of Duty got into it. Apex it was doing a battle royale too. Yeah, it's 5 different games doing the same game mode, and now all of them are slowly going downhill.
Apex was pretty good.
Overwatch
was a pretty good one.
Overwatch is the only one I think that's still
a valid option.
They're still going with a lot of. They have professional gaming leagues that
it's
that do it now.
That really
it drives it, but there's still new DLC, new stuff for it.
Oh yeah, they
just like Fortnite trying, it's not as successful.
Fortnite's just they still have a bad rap with all the what was it, the hacks and all that they had
too. Remember?
The lawsuits were.
And what floors me is the first year that it was out, there was talks of it being nominated for Game of the Year. But when you look at the boot screen, it says beta. Yeah. You can't be a Game of the Year when you're in beta. Yeah. This game has been in beta for now, what, 2 years? Yeah. Maybe 3 at this point?
I mean, yeah.
It's been around. How long has this game been around now? I'd say at least 2 years.
Yeah, at least that.
Ever since it was released in beta. They supposedly, when they released the full game, anyone who's been playing from a certain season to earlier will get the full game free. But at this point, they may not even release it as a full game. Yeah, because it's been people have been playing it now as an open it was in private beta for a while. Now it's an open beta. Yeah. What's the difference? It's still a beta. Yeah.
I mean, for the whole battle royale thing, it's just it
could be unique, but you need not only do you need to put your own spin on it, you need to change it up. Yeah, after a month or two, you want something different.
Yeah, sure.
And that's why you're seeing these battle royale games, or even the modes in other games like Battlefield and Call of Duty. You know, it starts up at the top. You know, it's popular and people are playing it, but over time, that player base is dwindling down to almost nothing. To the streamers and the tryhards and the esports people. Yeah. But all they do is change the map. That's not new. It's still the same map.
Characters.
Yeah, the map and characters. Anybody can do that. That's just cosmetic. It's not. I'm not talking about cosmetic stuff. I'm talking about
you're trying to
something.
Entice someone, put a different weapon on the map that gives someone an edge. Try to
new strategies and stuff.
Yeah, to attack and defend.
Exactly.
Kind of I don't even know what you would. I mean,
that's why Battle Royale is so hard to keep going as popular as it was when Fortnite
because there is a team deathmatch type Battle Royale thing where you
Fortnite has that.
Where you dive in and stuff like that. Apex has that too.
But it's not Battle Royale.
Battle Royale. It's multiplayer at that point. Fortnite is just not what it was back in the.
Because it was free. PlayerUnknown, they were doing Battle Royale for a while. You have to pay. You gotta pay for the game. It's free. And then Apex came out. That's free too.
Well, yeah, because EA's always had that competitive. Yeah,
loot boxes and all that crap.
They just had that.
Did you know that they hold the Guinness record for most downvotes?
Nice.
For that, because when their comment about the loot boxes and stuff, that now holds the Guinness World Record for most downvotes on a Reddit page. I saw that. Actually, Guinness had posted that on Facebook as well as IGN. It was really funny. I read that, but actually, is a thing. That is.
Yeah, because
I guess anything could be a world record at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you can do world records for anything, really at this point.
Yeah, just don't try to go for the world record for the longest gaming session. You'll end up dead.
I know, right? I saw one in China. How's that?
I think it was Japan.
Japan? Seriously?
Those two.
Esports is really big over there, so and
also Japan's the international headquarters of Nintendo and of Sony.
Yeah. Well, actually, Pat brought this up to me, about a week ago. He said, his right now is if you went up to your parents and said, "Hey, I'm gonna become a professional esports gamer," they'll be like, "What the fuck are you? That's not a real job." Yeah, people in Japan, China, and those countries are like, they're like, go for it, do it.
You'll get famous, you'll get paid well. Why not?
Yeah, you'll get famous, you get paid.
It's hard to be a professional esports person though. So you have to be really, really good. You got to be top 0.5% of the world's gamers. There's a lot of gamers.
Oh, there is. You just learn how over the past, I guess, 3 to 5 years, you've really learned how big gaming has been. You always saw it. I mean, you really.
Over the last few years, esports has grown
so dramatically.
Gears has been doing it since Gears 2, Gears 3?
Gears 3.
They've been doing it since Gears 3, and when it started, it wasn't all that. Even for